I have spent the last 72 hours testing GPT-5, and this is what I discovered. What takes teams months, GPT-5 does that in minutes. Think of your favorite tools: Zoom, Notion, Slack, or Canva. These are all software that run on the cloud. Look, building any of these SaaS platforms is insanely complex. It needs databases that handle millions of users, real-time features so updates show instantly across devices, secure logins, collaboration tools, and payment systems to charge you monthly. Normally, building something like this takes a team of engineers, designers, and months of work. In this video, we gave GPT-5 a challenge to build a full SaaS platform from scratch. Let's see what happened. What if I told you GPT-5 can literally build an entire business automation system for you, a full-blown dashboard that handles everything from customer management, email marketing, invoicing to task assignments, scheduling, and inventory tracking? Traditionally, to build something like this, you'd need a whole team of developers, designers, project managers, weeks of planning, and thousands of dollars. But if you give just one detailed prompt, GPT-5 can stitch all of these pieces together, creating what looks like a ready-to-use business command center. Here is the crazy part. It doesn't just generate code. It integrates multiple functions and designs a dashboard that actually feels intuitive. Imagine logging in and seeing your leads, tasks, calendar, emails, invoices, and analytics all in one place, created in minutes. Those are only 2 use cases of the 7 powerful use cases I'll break down in this video. And trust me, once you see the results of use case number 4 and 7, you'll realize GPT-5 isn't just AI. It's like hiring an entire digital workforce. Here's what used to be confusing about ChatGPT, okay? GPT-4, 4 Turbo, 4.0, O1 Preview, O1 Pro. Which model should you choose for different tasks? It was overwhelming, right? You'd sit there thinking, do I need the fast one or the smart one? Should I use the reasoning model or the regular one? It was like having 5 different calculators and not knowing which one to pick for basic math. GPT-5 simplifies this completely. One model that automatically adjusts its thinking depth based on your request complexity. Let me show you what I mean. Simple prompt. What's 2 plus 2? Boom. Fast response. No thinking, no delay, just the answer. But watch what happens when I give it something complex. Analyze the technical architecture needed for a multi-tenant application. Now it shows thinking mode. It's actually processing, reasoning through the problem. The crazy part, you don't have to choose anything. GPT-5 looks at your prompt and decides, this is simple, I'll answer fast, or this is complex, let me think about it. It's like having an assistant who knows when to give you a quick answer and when to really think things through. That's the first feature that blew my mind. Automatic complexity detection with seamless mode switching. No more guessing which model to use. No more switching between different versions. Just ask your question and GPT-5 figures out how much brain power it needs to give you the best answer. ChatGPT-5 isn't just an upgrade, it's a leap in AI. A leap so big, it's now 3 times faster, can read an entire 700-page book in one go with a massive 400,000 token memory. And it's way more reliable than anything we've seen before. Let me show you what that actually looks like. On the left, GPT-4. On the right, GPT-5. I asked both the same thing. Write a comprehensive analysis of cloud computing trends. Watch this. GPT-5 finishes the full report in seconds while GPT-4 is still typing away. With GPT-4, you'd hit limits after 128,000 tokens, but GPT-5 handles 400,000 tokens in a single conversation. That's like giving it a 700-page book, asking questions about page 50 and page 400 and page 699. And it still remembers everything perfectly and answers you while maintaining context throughout the conversation. That's not just faster AI, that's AI with a memory strong enough to hold an entire library inside one conversation. But here's the thing, speed doesn't matter if the answers are wrong, right? So I tested reliability first. I asked both GPT-4 and GPT-5 a brutal question. Give me 25 medical innovations from the last 50 years that revolutionized healthcare with the exact year they were introduced. With GPT-4, results were some big ones like MRI and insulin pumps, but it got sloppy. Some dates were vague, and it even missed major breakthroughs like robotic surgery and CRISPR. GPT-5, on the other hand, gave me clear, structured answers. And here's the best part. It actually flagged a couple of areas with, I'm not certain, Here's why. That's huge. Instead of confidently making things up, GPT-5 now knows when to pause and admit uncertainty. Plus, it's better at citing sources, fact-checking its own responses, and giving you results that feel a lot closer to what you'd trust in a research paper. So when you're working on something serious, like technical research, business analysis, or academic projects, GPT-5 is no longer just fast, it's trustworthy. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what GPT-5 can do, and you'll have the exact prompts and processes to explore GPT-5 capabilities by yourself. Now look, I am not the real Anik, this is Anik's AI clone. While the real Anik is out there running multiple businesses, scaling companies, and working with clients, I'm here to share his knowledge. In this video, you'll discover the 7 powerful use cases built entirely on ChatGPT-5. I'll show you how this technology is rewriting the rules of AI. All right, let's jump into it. Use case number 1, complete SaaS platform development. All right, buckle up because this is where things get crazy. I had challenged ChatGPT-5 to do something that normally takes a full team of developers, months of planning, and thousands of lines of code. The task: build a complete SaaS project management platform, something like Asana, Trello, or ClickUp, from scratch. The prompt we gave it: multi-tenant database, RESTful API, real-time updates, Kanban boards, time tracking, file sharing, user authentication, subscription management. Yeah, you get the point. This wasn't an easy-to-do task. It was the kind of technical blueprint that makes developers sweat. And here's where it gets wild. GPT-5 actually generated the full technical architecture, multi-tenant design, role-based permissions, modern UI UX front-end, even real-time WebSocket updates. It wasn't just spitting random code, it structured the whole thing as if a senior software engineer was leading the project. Now let's talk about the core features: role-based workspaces, Kanban-style boards with drag and drop, done. Time tracking and reporting, yep. File sharing with version control, collaborative commenting, even workflow automation, all there. And the wow factor? It even added an onboarding flow, admin dashboards, and subscription management, things we didn't explicitly push for, but GPT-5 inferred as essential for a SaaS platform. That's next level reasoning. But here's where my jaw dropped: the code quality review. It wrote clean, well-documented code with security baked in, like SQL injection prevention, authentication checks, and proper error handling. It organized the code using modern best practices. And when tested, features like account creation, task assignment, team collaboration, real-time updates, and mobile responsiveness all worked right out of the gate. Now, is it perfect production-ready code? Probably not 100%. But here's the key insight. This wasn't prototype junk. It was real, scalable architecture, the kind that a dev team could take, refine, and deploy. Watching an AI act like a senior full-stack engineer, integrating multiple technologies, handling system design, and teaching you best practices as it goes. So think about that for a second. What normally takes months and an entire dev team, GPT-5 can now deliver in hours, not just code, but architecture, workflows, and a foundation solid enough to scale. That's not just AI writing text. That's AI building software. Use case number 2, business automation system. Running a business is not just about that one thing. Sales. In business, there are emails, documents, tasks, inventory, money, reports, all happening at the same time. Normally, you'd need multiple softwares and hours of manual work to keep it all together. But watch what happens when I ask GPT-5 to build one single system that automates the entire workflow. I gave this prompt: build a platform called BizFlow, a full business automation dashboard with these components: customer relationship management with automated lead scoring, email marketing automation, integration capabilities, API connections to popular business tools, data synchronization, calendar and scheduling optimization, invoicing automation, user interface design, dashboard with customizable widgets, mobile responsive design for remote access, real-time notification systems. And I have written these things in the further prompt for data management. Now let me show you what happened after this prompt. A quick note: every single prompt I'm using in this video is available in a Google Doc. The link is in the description. They're super clear, easy to copy, and you can try them yourself. Okay? So GPT-5 has done this challenge. Just look at what it pulls together: a CRM that scores leads automatically based on behavior. email campaigns that trigger by actions, open, click, purchase, task manager that ranks priorities so teams always know what's urgent, document workflows that generate contracts and approvals instantly, and inventory tracking that reorders stock before you run out. That's not just coding features. That's designing logic the way a real business operates. BizFlow doesn't stop there. GPT-5 automatically creates API connections to your favorite tools, generates analytics reports, manages calendars, and even automates invoicing. Now imagine, instead of juggling 5 different apps, everything lives inside a single customizable dashboard with role-based access, live alerts, and a clean mobile design so you can run your company from your phone. Do you really feel wow after seeing all this? Here's why this is a wow moment. GPT-5 isn't just generating code. It's connecting workflows the way a business actually functions. Sales feeds into tasks, tasks tie into scheduling, inventory talks to finance, reports update in real time. This shows us something big. GPT-5 understands operational logic, not just words, but how organizations run, and it translates that into real software systems that are scalable, secure, and production ready. Bonus use case, AI customer support system. Now imagine this, you go on a website, you click support, and instead of waiting hours for an email reply, an intelligent support system solves your problem instantly. That's what GPT-5 just did. I used this whole prompt to create a complete AI customer support system with features like live chat, ticket management, FAQ generation, sentiment analysis, and even multi-language support. And guess what? GPT-5 actually stitched this together into a working prototype. Now think about how revolutionary this is, because traditionally, building such a system would require integrating multiple platforms, Zendesk Intercom, Freshdesk, all stitched together manually by engineers. But GPT-5, it just read the workflow, designed the back-end logic, built the front-end chat window, and even handled real-time responses. Here's the crazy part. It didn't just stop at chat. It added analytics dashboards, priority tagging for urgent tickets, and a knowledge base that grows smarter over time. That's like giving a startup the customer service superpower of a Fortune 500 company. Use case number 3, market research intelligence platform. What if you could scan an entire industry in minutes? Not hours of Googling, not paying thousands to consulting firms, just one powerful prompt and boom, GPT-5 delivers a full market intelligence platform. We tested this challenge on it with this prompt. Build Market Mind, a comprehensive market research intelligence platform. Research methodology, market size analysis with data source identification, competitive landscape mapping with SWOT analysis and trend analysis and risk assessment. Then I asked it for data collection framework, research survey design, social media analysis integration, real-time market monitoring, and alert systems. Later, I added here analysis capabilities like qualitative data coding, market entry strategy development, investment and business case evaluation. Now let me show you what happened after this prompt. The system it built was insane. It pulled in real-time competitor analysis, product gap insights, pricing trends, customer sentiment tracking, and even predictive forecasting. Now, here's the crazy part. GPT-5 didn't just list data. It created a dashboard that looks like something McKinsey analysts would charge $50,000 for. Imagine one screen showing you what your competitors are launching, which customer complaints are trending, what price ranges are working best, and where your next market opportunity lies. This is the kind of tool that Fortune 500 companies guard like a secret weapon, and yet GPT-5 just generated it from scratch. Use case number 4, personal brand strategy system. Here's where things get really personal. Imagine if GPT-5 could design your entire personal brand strategy, like having a world-class PR team in your laptop. We gave it this challenge with this prompt. The system it built included a complete social media content calendar tailored to your niche, audience analysis to tell you exactly who to target, messaging frameworks that define how you sound online, even growth strategies with platforms to prioritize. LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, you name it. But wait, it gets better. GPT-5 didn't just create generic advice, it actually adapted based on persona. For example, if you're an entrepreneur, it suggests thought leadership posts. If you're a creator, it builds viral content hooks. If you're a job seeker, it crafted networking messages and resume positioning. Think about it. Building a personal brand is usually trial and error, months of experiments. With GPT-5, it's like pressing a button and instantly getting the blueprint that influencers and CEOs spend years figuring out. Use case number 5, affiliate marketing system development. Now, in this use case, GPT-5 will build your entire affiliate marketing education system. From finding the right niche to creating content strategies to set up conversion funnels. This is like teaching someone the whole digital marketing MBA in minutes. So we gave GPT-5 a challenging prompt. Build something called Affiliate Edu. Niche analysis, product research, competition analysis, and market positioning strategies, seasonal trend identification, educational content development for various formats, SEO optimization techniques, website development, and conversion optimization techniques. I have also added these things in my prompt: traffic generation strategies, performance monitoring and analysis frameworks, step-by-step tutorials for system implementation, case study development and analysis techniques, community building and knowledge sharing approaches. Now see, normally you'd pay a consultant thousands of dollars for this playbook, but GPT-5 instantly laid out how to validate demand, analyze competitors, spot seasonal trends, and even assess risks. GPT-5 really shines. It had stitched everything into a real working system. It didn't just tell us what to do, it showed how all the pieces connect. The market research directly fuels the content plan drives the funnel setup, and the funnel is tracked, optimized, and scaled in one loop. What's even crazier, it packaged the whole thing like a training program. So while you're running the system, you're also learning the system. That means you don't just copy paste a template, you actually understand the strategy behind it. Next up, technical implementation. GPT-5 didn't just talk theory. It mapped out how to build a website, track analytics, optimize conversions, and set up traffic channels. And here's the secret sauce. It also built an educational component. Step-by-step tutorials, case studies, community learning, meaning this isn't just a system, it's a school for affiliate marketers. This shows GPT-5 doesn't just know marketing, it teaches it. It designs the workflows, the content, the education, the ethics, everything. That's not automation, that's business education that builds itself while building your business. Use case number 6, consulting methodology framework. This is something that's gonna blow your mind about where AI is heading. I decided to test GPT-5 on something that takes seasoned consultants decades to master, building an entire consulting methodology from scratch. We're talking about the kind of systematic framework that elite consulting firms guard, like trade secrets, the stuff that separates six-figure consultants from everyone else struggling to land clients. So here's the prompt I gave. I want a complete consulting business framework, everything from finding your niche, building authority, packaging services, pricing, client acquisition, and even scaling. And what came back wasn't just impressive, it was scary good. GPT-5 created this expertise assessment system that actually maps your skills to market value. It built a methodology for identifying profitable niches based on your background and what the market actually needs right now. But here's where it gets wild. Most consultants just guess, but GPT-5 built a clear system for pricing, client process, and project planning like a playbook from McKinsey. The business development framework it generated covers everything from lead qualification to contract negotiation, the kind of processes that take years of trial and error to figure out. And the cherry on top? It built in professional growth systems, continuous learning paths, thought leadership strategies, even business scaling frameworks for when you're ready to build a team. Here's the surprising part. GPT-5 didn't just give me random business advice. It created interconnected systems where each piece supports the others. It built a system where skills lead to services, services lead to pricing, and pricing leads to clients. You're basically looking at AI that understands your entire consulting ecosystem, from personal skill development to scaling a professional services empire. Think about this for a second. The knowledge that used to be locked away in elite consulting firms, the methodologies that took decades to develop, GPT-5 just systematized all of it in minutes. Use case number 7, digital education platform development. All right, for our final test, I wanted to see if GPT-5 could tackle something that's absolutely crucial right now: Building the future of education. You know those learning platforms everyone uses? Udemy, Coursera, yeah, they're about to become dinosaurs. I just asked GPT-5 to architect their replacement in real time. Here's what I asked. Build me the complete educational platform architecture, from learning management systems, user tracking, content delivery networks, payment processing, to the whole technical stack. What happened next should make every edtech CTO panic. GPT-5 didn't just sketch out ideas, it architected scalable database systems that can handle millions of simultaneous learners without crashing, real-time progress tracking that processes user behavior across thousands of courses instantly. But here's where things get risky for existing platforms. While companies like Udemy, Coursera, Unacademy spend millions on custom video streaming infrastructure, GPT-5 designed adaptive content delivery that automatically optimizes based on user connection speed, device type, and learning preferences. It solved EdTech's biggest problem, retention rates. Most online courses have 90% dropout rates. GPT-5's framework includes engagement psychology, peer learning networks, and gamification that actually works. We're talking about systems designed to keep students hooked like Netflix keeps you binge watching. And when it comes to mobile, the experience hasn't moved on. Just desktop sites awkwardly shrunk onto tiny phone screens like it's 2010. GPT-5 architected native mobile learning that actually works. Offline sync, push notifications that aren't annoying, touch interfaces designed for how students actually study. So picture this, the expertise that educational institutions spend decades developing, the platforms that take venture capital and years to build, GPT-5 just architected the entire framework in one shot. From automated backup systems, one-click integrations with existing tools, accessibility features that don't feel like afterthoughts, zero loading screens, to instant feedback. Interfaces so intuitive that 70-year-old professors and 18-year-old students navigate them the same way. Faster, cheaper, and more effective than any platform out there. This isn't AI improving the system. It's rewriting it. Look, what we just saw across these 7 use cases isn't just impressive technology. This is a fundamental shift in how business gets built. GPT-5 isn't just answering questions anymore. It's architecting entire business ecosystems. From SaaS platforms that would take dev teams months to build, to consulting methodologies that take decades to master, to educational systems that could replace billion-dollar companies, we're watching AI move from being a tool to being a business partner. The crazy part? This is just the beginning. If GPT-5 can do this now, imagine what's coming in the next 12 months. Every single prompt I used in this video is available in the description. Copy them, test them, see what GPT-5 builds for you, because the businesses being created with these tools today will define the economy of tomorrow. The question isn't whether AI will transform your industry. The question is, will you be the one using it to build the future, or will you be watching from the sidelines? If this opened your eyes to what's really possible with GPT-5, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I'm documenting this entire AI transformation as it happens, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. This is Anik Singal signing off and reminding you that when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. See you on the next one.